says, Then these men assembled and found Daniel praying and making supplication before his Elohim. And they went before the king and spoke concerning the king's decree. Have you not signed a decree? Once again, the hypocrisy, the evil within them, because that was the whole point of the whole thing. And now they're coming to him like, did you by any chance sign a decree in which this was said? Have you not signed a decree that every man who petitions any Elohim or man within 30 days except you, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions? The king answered and said, The thing is true, according to the law of the Medes and the Persians, which does not alter. So, sadly, being Darius a man, when they went to him, they used his desire for honor as a king. They used his desire to be, well, in this case as a man, to be worshipped and other things, in order to influence him into signing the decree. He wasn't thinking about Daniel, even though he liked Daniel. He wasn't thinking about Yahweh. He was thinking about himself, about being worshipped. So they used that to make him sign. Now that he signed it and it cannot be taken away, they bring the gossip of Daniel worshiping and remind him that he signed something that made Daniel break the law, pretty much. So, verse 13. So they answered and said before the king, that Daniel, who is one of the captives from Yehudah, does not show due regard for you. So they used that and twisted it to say he disrespects you. He doesn't like you. And that's how Satan works all the time. Then that Daniel, who is one of the captives from Yehudah, does not show due regard for you, O king, or for the decree that you have signed, but makes his petitions 3 times a day. And the king, when he heard these words, was greatly displeased with himself. This is key. He was displeased with himself because he realized the mistake that he had made. He wasn't thinking about his friend. He wasn't thinking about the Almighty. He was thinking about himself because of the influence of his governors. He was greatly displeased with himself. He realized he had committed a sin, pretty much. He had made a great mistake. So, was greatly displeased with himself and set his heart on Daniel to deliver him, which shows also, once again, like, the closeness that there was between the king and Daniel. They were friends, in a way, obviously. We cannot know how close. But my point is that Daniel as Mashiach, the king as Yahweh, Mashiach in general, first and last, or it can be taken the king as Yahushua and Daniel as the last, because he is like Joseph. So, and set his heart on Daniel to deliver him. So even though there was a law that said that he had to be killed, he wanted to save him, which is also like when Yahushua asked Yahweh if the cup could be taken from him. Obviously, Yahweh would have loved to do so, like a loving parent. But the plan of salvation and the fact that he knew that he could resurrect him and give him all power over all realms was enough to just wait a little bit longer for him to receive all that honor. And that's how Yahushua learned obedience through suffering, as it is written. So all things are for the good of those who love Yahweh, even pain, even affliction. So it says, and set his heart on Daniel to deliver him. And he labored till the going down of the sun to deliver him. So like calling all the lawyers in the world, trying to find a way to not have to throw Daniel into the lion's den.